Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Chodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom. Hey, shalom, beloved Akiyam and Akwath. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power and mercy of our power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. In a quick, brief live stream. It's going to be straight to the point. I'm on borrowed time right now. But needless to say, as you can see, man, hey, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, man. And I just want to, report on the recent situation that took place over in Michigan, man, regarding that active shooter that pretty much, we're going to read the article. I got a very brief article going into it. It's going to pretty much paint the picture. But it's just a repeat of what we've seen, throughout the course, of Esau Edom, the so-called white man's reign of terror, man. Where you will have a privileged Edomite Christian, lose his whole goddamn mind, okay, and either blicky up the school or blicky up a haunted house, and this is something we've seen time and time again. All right, this is nothing new, but needless to say, it sheds light on a few things. First and foremost, before I even make the point, where's Volcam Malone reporting on this situation? Right? Here it is. He calls himself a Christian apologist, right? He finds himself stumbling upon camps. All right, he'll hop his ass on a Boeing 747 jet, all right, and go to another country, all right, to go and heckle the men of the Lord. Where is he reporting on things like this, man? He won't. Okay, he won't report on things like this, man. At the end of the day, you see, but guess what? We will. All right, we will shed light, all right, on the evil, all right, that's perpetuated by this self-proclaimed white man. And again, this is a narrative we've seen time and time again, and ultimately it all goes back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You see, and to make another point clear, he's not dwelling in these haunted houses, man. He's not dwelling in these harlot houses, man. He's not there. You don't see these kind of things happening, to the men of the Lord in the highways and byways. Not to say that it couldn't, but I'm just making the point that this is not a history that, that you will see with the men of the Lord, man. Showing you who the Lord is dealing with, showing you that all man's goings are of the Lord, man. All right, the Lord's not dealing with these harlot houses. How many times do we got to tell you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that, man? All right, and not only us telling you, the scriptures tell you. Let me get this real quick. But you're still gonna find yourself taking your ass down there, man. Even after the whole Dylan Roof situation, you're still gonna find your ass going down there, man. Right? This is the book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 24, excuse me. There's the book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 24, and it reads, I'm going to read it verbatim. Right? It reads, God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands. All right? He doesn't dwell in these churches, man. You know what? Let me get this in the Good News Bible. Just out of curiosity, how it was written. Let me see how this is written. This is Acts 17 and 24. in the Good News Bible. Let's see how it's written. Again, reading it verbatim. It says, God who made the world and everything in it, right, is Lord of heaven and earth and does not live in temples made by human hands. So close to the same idea. But needless to say, hey, yeah, man. And that's the reality of this day, man. See, the Lord, the church consists of the believers, man. Okay? Israelite men, all right, first and foremost, congregating in the public, man, bringing forth this truth. That's the church. You see? Not this place where Esau called himself erecting all over America and the world, for that matter. You know, because he's pushed his rhetoric throughout all four corners of the earth, his philosophy. All right, hence the statue in Brazil of the JC standing like this. You know, and the rest of the places of the earth where he's pushed his philosophy, where he's pretty much pushing white supremacy. Okay, with this modern day Christianity, man. And let's get into it. Wait until you hear this article, man. Let's get into this real quick. Now, this is from Detroit Free Press. All right, it's dated September 29th. So today, right, 2025. And the title reads, 2 more bodies found. All right, so 2 more bodies were found after Michigan church Blicky led to devastating fire, man. Right, because what you're going to find out, old boy, all right, drove his pickup truck, all right, with 2 American flags hanging off the back of it, right, into this church. All right, and they found IEDs. They found explosives, man. You see? Mind you, this dude was an ex-Marine as well, if I'm not mistaken. But let's get this article. All right, it reads, death and destruction came in multiple forms Sunday morning at a church in Grand Blanc Township, where at least 4 people were deleted and 8 others were injured in what authorities are calling an act of targeted violence. It all started about at 10:25 a.m., September 28th, at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on McDanielish Road, okay, where an armed gunman identified by police as Thomas Jacob Sanford, 40 years old. All right, we know that this is the Edomite. All right, but they like to hide their little crimes, right? But based off the truck situation, the whole setup, you could clearly see it was an Edomite. Lord willing, we'll get the picture soon enough. But needless to say, it reads of Burton, so he's from the area, right? It reads rammed a pickup truck bearing 2 American flags, right, into the chapel during Sunday morning services. He set it ablaze and used an assault rifle to open fire on hundreds of worshipers, man. Okay, and again, this is a situation, a narrative we've seen time and time again. All right, with these red belly, diehard so-called Americans, man. These self-proclaimed white men. All right, and again, they're losing it, man. And Esau is losing his whole mind. All right, this is not going to be the last time a story like this comes to the light. You know, this is why we got to be circumspect, man. Because these people are out of their mind. Esau is losing it, man. You know, but again, we know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is the one, bringing this noise. You know, as it tells us in many scriptures, but one that comes to mind, many scriptures, Amos, right? Let me go get that real quick. See, that's why we rest in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. We know who the source of this type of activity is, man, and it's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. He's the one bringing this heat. You know, hence why you don't see this happen amongst the Israelites, man. You know, the men that he's set. You don't see it. This doesn't happen because the Lord's protected and preserving his men, because his word has to go out. And at the same time, he's bringing evil, all right, upon the false prophet, right, which is the Roman Catholic Church and all the denominations beneath it, right, which includes Islam, Jake. Yup. Islam stem from the Roman Catholic Church, if you didn't know that. All right. Now this is Amos 3:6, and it reads, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh have not done it. Okay? You see, so we know, hey, this has Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai's hand, fingerprints all over it, man. And not everything's a psyop. Okay? Not everything is a psyop, man. All right? The scriptures tell us evil and only evil. Okay? Is coming, man. And the Lord told us that he's going to bring misery upon these people, man. And Baruch 4. Misery is going to come upon the cities where we, matter of fact, let me go get that. You know, what do we expect to see? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to bring evil upon these people, man. And notice how it was upon Edom, Esau. You see? It's the Lord. The book of Baruch, chapter 4. I'm going to go straight to the point. Right? In verse 30, and it reads, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. And only the elect are going to be comforted. Why? Because they're going to have the comforter, which is what? The Holy Spirit. Give them access to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. And with the realization that salvation is coming. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall. Baruch 4 and 31. Right? Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she, right, which is Babylon the Great, America, that received thy sons. You see? So all we're witnessing is the visitation of the Lord upon Esau, man. You see, because again, the elite, all right, are the source of what we went through, but you regular Joe six-packs played a major role in it too. You ain't going nowhere fast, man. The rest of you heathen, man. You regular Joe six-pack heathen. You ain't going nowhere fast, man. The Lord, hey, you part of that great sacrifice that's gonna be in Basra, man. Okay? Yeah, you ain't going nowhere fast. You've done a lot. This Wikipedia can prove it. All right, and that's just one source that comes to mind. You know, history testifies. You know that you regular Joe six-packs had a lot to do with our affliction, man. You reap the benefits of our affliction. Okay, and you've offended, man. You've the scriptures tell us that that Esau greatly offended. I believe that's in Ezekiel. You see? Let me get a little more here. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall. Right? Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. This is going into the culmination, you know, Babylon the Great being destroyed. But before that, before this place is visited in its perfection, right, as it tells us in Isaiah 47, there's going to be a series of events that take place, right? Which are going to come into evil events, evil scenarios are going to take place, man. And you people have not seen nothing yet. Okay, as I titled, you know, a spirit created for vengeance. You ain't seen nothing yet, man. Matter of fact, let's go get that precept. Sirach 39 and 28, real quick. There'll be spirits that are created for vengeance. Who you think created them? The Father of spirits, Yahweh Shai. Right? Showing you that he's the source. Look at which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their and appease the wrath of him that made them, man. And rest assured, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, he doesn't make mistakes. Okay? He doesn't make mistakes, man. If you were meant to escape, it's because you were meant to escape. You see? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai does not make mistakes, man. All right? Every morning do with his judgments come to light. And he faileth not. Okay? Remember, he wounds and he heals. If you made it out, then you were meant to. You know? But needless to say, man, as you can see, let's go back to the article. I'm going to read a little more. Right? So here it goes. There's this renegade Edomite. Right? Thomas Jacob Sanford, 40 years old, rammed his pickup truck bearing 2 American flags into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, man, on McDanielish Road. All right, over there in Michigan. He used an assault rifle to open fire on hundreds of worshippers, man. He used the blicky, the sword. Right? Let's get a little more. Within 8 minutes, Sanford was DEAD. All right? Said Grand Blanc Township Police Chief William Renee. 2 law enforcement officers, one from Township Police Department and one who works for the Michigan Department of Natural Resources, were on the scene within 30 seconds of the original 911 call, he said. They shot and deleted Sanford, a former Marine, right, in the church parking lot. All right, so old boy was a former Marine. You see? So these people, renegade was a perfect word to use. All right, these niggas, these people, these Babylonians are going rogue, man. Right, because they realize the shitting of the stick that they've received. You know, so, man, the stage is set, man. Everything's working out in our favor, beloved Akiam and Akwaf. Everything's working out in our favor. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is calculated. Right? He's calculated in his judgments, man. You know, and there's no coincidence that the Spirit God brothers bringing this out. All right? This is another token, right, of the visitation of Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man being upon them, man. They can't find no rest. They can't find no rest in their false deity, man. Okay? And you got these cats. You got these cats going to these haunted houses, right, looking over their shoulders, man, in fear of a scenario like this to take place, man, showing you that they don't got faith and showing you that the Lord's not dealing with those places. You see, because when brothers go on the highways and byways, brothers are bold as lions, man. Brothers are geared and focused and locked in to bringing the word out. You know, granted, brothers are circumspect, heads on a swivel, but knees ain't buckling, jaws ain't clattering, and worry ain't there where, please don't let. Nah, man, we know the Lord's with us, man. We believe that wholeheartedly, man. You see? We in and then we out. We in there, we do the work, and then we get out of there, man. With the confidence that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is going to be a guard unto us, man. You know? But yeah, man, that's pretty much the point, beloved Akia, man. I don't need to beat it that die. I just want to bring that out through the Spirit to pretty much shed light, you know, on the reality of the falsehood, which you brothers and sisters already know, you know, of these harlot houses, man. All right? Just another story, you know, regarding, you know, these temples made with hands where Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is not dwelling in, man, and the proof is in the pudding. All right? And again, I want to add, where's Vocab Malone? Where's Vocab? Where you at speaking up on this, man? Right? You want to manifest like Melchizedek at various camps, right? Spewing your same madness, bro, that doesn't add up to anything. You know, where are you regarding situations like this, man? You have your fellow counterparts blinking up the foundation you stand on, man, which come in the form of these churches. You're a hypocrite, man. You and the rest of them, and you're gonna lose, man. All right, you are going to lose. But hey, you already know, beloved Akiam and Akwaf. Hey, stay prayed up, fast as well as pray. Hey, Day of Atonement. It's coming in tomorrow evening to Wednesday evening. All right, September 30th evening to October 1st evening. All right, hey, stay prayed up, lock in, and we there. We there. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is dealing. It's clear that he is, you know, and let's pretty much just, you know, keep our minds locked in the Spirit if we can, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Focus on the mission. All right, and at the end of the day, hey, what can we do but prophesy, right? Lock into the Spirit, man. And I speak to myself first and foremost. Hey, Lord willing, you beloved Akiam and Akwaf were edified through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah, Quadas. Hey, double honors to the beloved elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you beloved Akiam and Akwaf were edified and spiritually fed through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, our power.